Ivanka Trump posted a lovely picture with her son. Genuine warmth to the picture, mom and son, and they're touching foreheads and they're smiling. It's a beautiful picture. The caption read, "My heart, #Sunday morning." Well, Samantha Bee decides to use that picture on Full Frontal. Now, Full Frontal, in case you don't know, is a comedic talk show equivalent to campus feminism, and she responded in her usual way. She said, quote, "You know, Ivanka, that's a beautiful photo of you and your child. But let me just say, one mother to another, do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless C-word." Now, I thought that Samantha Bee was a feminist. I thought that we all agreed that that word should never, ever, 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 ever be used. Maybe it's like the N-word. Only women can use it, but only women can use it about certain women. According to the Oxford Dictionary, the word that be used is so unbelievably offensive that it's hard to even hint at. Quote, "All senses of this word are vulgar, slang, and are very strongly tabooed and censored." I understand, though, I don't know if this is true, but I have a friend who's from Scotland who says that word is used all the time in England. It doesn't mean the same thing. He said there are many, the dictionary says there are many words used to refer to people in sexual terms. However, to call a person this, especially a woman, is one of the most hateful and powerful examples of verbal abuse in the English language. That's the dictionary. She continued, and she said, "Put on something tight and low cut and tell your father to effing stop it." Now, it's my understanding she wasn't on Ambien. She was on camera, meaning that the line was scripted. Now, wait a minute. It seems like we have something to discuss here. Because if it was something that you said on Twitter, we have to fire you. If it was something scripted, you can apologize. Now, I'm not sure where the line is anymore. She said, quote, "I'd like to sincerely apologize to Ivanka Trump and my viewers for using an expletive on my show to describe her last night. It was inappropriate and inexcusable. I crossed a line and I deeply regretted it." But it wasn't just Samantha Bee. It was Samantha Bee, her producers, her writers, the people that are in the control room, and the network itself that aired it. There was no one in the line of this that thought it was. Why is Samantha Bee the only one that is in trouble for this? Because that one was a group effort. Now, here's the real question. Is this who we are? Is this who we are? Are we the people that believe that you can just say that and it's decent? And you're just like, oh, well, it's just another person with an opinion. And we're just okay with that. But at the same time, are we the people that want to fire people because of what they say? We're in a really sticky situation here. There's a story out today about how if you have Twitter, you are now a public figure. And depending on what you say online, you could lose your job as well. All of us are in this. This is not just a fight with celebrities. All of us are in this. Roseanne, I don't know if she's going to ever work again. I don't know if she should. She's a horrible human being. But I don't want to be part of a society that is rounding people up for what they say and making sure that they never work again in this town. Those were always the bad guys in movies. And we're all becoming that. I think we need to start our program today talking about three people. Reid. Joy Reid, who has said horrible things, then apologized. Then when more horrible things came out, she said, oh, somebody hacked my website. And she started an FBI investigation. She said, my experts say it was hacked. No, that's not what your experts said. Your own forensics said, you weren't hacked. The FBI said that she wasn't hacked. But she continues to say, I was hacked. I never wrote any of those things. And there's more stuff out about it today. You have Roseanne tweeting something. And all of her whole life is over now because of one tweet. And one tweet that I think if she would have said the same thing with a different target, for instance, let's go back to Samantha Bee. If Samantha Bee would have said this, if she would have said the same thing about Sarah Palin, do you think anyone would be talking about anything? No, Sarah Palin was a fine target. She was fine. If you think that Roseanne, if what she said was horrible, do you think she would have been fired had she said it about Candace Owens? No. So wait a minute. There's the double standard. Two of Samantha Bee's sponsors, Auto Trader and State Farm Insurance, have already pulled ads from her show. But there are plenty of advertisers out there that are still advertising. Orkin, Geico, Taco Bell, Apple, who will never place money on any conservative show ever. It is a long-standing policy. Apple, who was run by some evil genius until he died, who in his own book said he went to Fox to try to get me fired. They are still advertising on Samantha Bee. I was bad for the nation. She's okay. Verizon, Outshine Snacks, Haagen-Dazs, Jim Beam, Microsoft, Febreze, Discover, all of those companies think she is okay. None of those companies will ever advertise on talk radio. None of them will. They all pull their support. But they will stand by someone using the C word. Now, I don't want anyone fired. I don't want any advertisement pulled from any show ever. I would really, really appreciate it if this country and the people who are running media and the people who are in media and the people who watch and use media and the people who are on Twitter and Facebook and email would grow the F up. Grow up, America. Grow up. And when you grow up, it requires you to think and be consistent.